Hi, welcome back to Mama J's Country Gardening. And today is August the 27th, 2025. I'm going to show you where I'm going to be working at this morning. Now, this area in here was where we were growing. I said was. We grew tomatoes, peppers, corn on the cob, um, all in here. All in here. And you can see this is a shaded area here. And it's a little wind blowing today. This is going to be the area where I'm going to begin to plant my fall vegetables. As you can see, I got loads of tomatoes still coming on. Okay, I do. But in this area, I'm going to add my fall crops. But I'm actually going to start down this way. Yeah, starting down here. As you can see, makes sense. This area is completely bare. I already tilled the soil. That's why it's looking a little rough there. Yeah, and that's good. I want it to be like that. I'm going to wet this soil. Okay, I'm going to wet it. Get my hose and saturate it. All right. We haven't had rain in my area, in Zone 7 outside of Pennsylvania. And, well, we had a little bit of rain, nothing to brag about. But we haven't had real rain in like 10 days. So who's complaining? Not me. Not me. Today the temperatures are in the 70s, and it has been for a few days. My local garden center, Primex, I have a world of respect for them. They actually had fall transplants out um, about the first week in August. I said, oh, no, we are still getting 80 degrees. That didn't feel good to me. Now you can start your things up from seeds, as I showed you I did. But I went to the store today and I purchased some of their transplants, um, kohlrabi, collards. I didn't see any cabbage. I guess folks got them a few weeks ago. But it's easy to start your seeds up yourself. Anyway, kohlrabi, kale, um, pak choi, um, what else did I get today? Broccoli, cauliflower, um, I can't remember what else I got today. Oh, lettuce and lettuce. Now I'm not going to put lettuce in here. I'm going to put lettuce in my planter, my stand-up planter. I'm going to put lettuce in there. I prefer lettuce in there, and I could put cabbage in there. I'm not going to put cabbage in there. I'm showing you all around the garden saying, hi, Tallulah. Hi. It's Tallulah. So let's see what it's looking like. The flowers. I've been having a problem with squirrels stealing my watermelon and my cantaloupe. So I harvested the last two of my cantaloupe and my um, watermelon. See, I got carrots growing in here. This is one of my stand-up planters right here. Lots of basil, and it wants to go to seed, as you can see. I just pluck the tops off and say, get a little confused, Adam. Not ready for you yet. So, I have some mustard greens in here, and I dropped seeds to grow these. So, and the heat was confusing them, but they're okay. All right. Here is my okra, but I'm getting a little worried because I saw a great big giant um, um, a big, yep, I see it, eggplant. And I think the squirrel was trying to steal it. Now I'm going down in here and get it because it looks like, if I can get through here, bear with me. I saw it this morning. I said, I'll be back out here to get it this afternoon. And it looks like he tried to steal it. It's all the way down here on the ground. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I'll let you see it because I need scissors actually. Cut it. All right, let me get the scissors. Well, I got to show that to you. So it looks like squirrel tried to steal my eggplant. He was unsuccessful with it. Or she. And let me go down here and get it. Doggone it. They really hadn't been messing with my eggplant. They've been stealing my squash. I mean, whole squash. Take it off the vine, cut it, and steal it. Sit down on the side and steal it. Oh, gracious, this is really big. Whew. I hope you're seeing this, because I can't see what you're seeing right now. This got to be my biggest eggplant, and they were going to try to steal it. Put that there for a moment. There's another one in here. Let me just show camera lady this. I'm going to let this hang out on top of here for a little bit. Pulling the whole vine down. So, whew, that was quite a task. I got Carolina Reapers in there. Okay, I got it. Got a little scratch on it, but well, that's because they tried to steal it. I think I can show you the scratch. Hope you can see it. It's right there. Okay. Anywho, back to what we were talking about. Thought I'd show you around a little bit. Let me show you a banana plant. Hope you can see it. It's right there. I was worried about it. Oh my God. I asked Stacy in Jamaica, you may have to help me, the Jamaica garden. You have to help me with my banana plant. I'm trying to tell you right now. I don't know what to do with that. It was looking like I need to throw it in the trash. And Kimberly was like, wait a minute, Mom. Let's give it another go. Okay. Thank God for Kimberly. So, there's a lot of Asian squash growing in here. And got tomatoes in this too. I don't know what you can see. But all this is ready to come down, most of which. And I've already filled I see a cucumber. Let me put you down for a minute. Hold on. Put this here. I see a cucumber. You know you gotta get it while you see it, but you know what I didn't see? The rabbits, no the squirrels, they don't seem to want cucumbers. But they like Asian squash. They like squash. They like watermelon. They like cantaloupe. They like tomatoes. And I got one more watermelon right down there. I don't know if we can see it. The sun is so big. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna put this down. Okay. All right. There you are. So I'm going over here. I'm gonna get my hose. And I'm going to wet the soil. I'm going to wet the soil so it can prepare to add some nutrients. And I'm really just going to add garden tone, yeah, into the soil. Okay? And I'm going to put my transplants in. All right? So I'll be back once I finish wetting the soil because I don't want to wet my camera. Okay. I think I'm good now. Hello, hello. I think I'm good now. So I did a whole video mostly, so excuse the interruption, please. And oh my God, when I played it back, there was no voice. Battery was ran out. I'm like, what? I just have to try to remember all the time to keep it charged up. Anyway, I thought it was charged up. So, Piece of Refuge fell out laughing, you know. She's laughing her tail off. And she says, oh, Mom, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. She said, Mom, I don't mean to laugh. Really don't. She said, I'm going to water the garden and talk to you. She says, oh, Mom. She said, but you did all that work and you don't have a voice on there. I said, how about that? Oh, my God. She said, don't worry about it. You just do a voiceover, that's all. I'm just trying to do it. I don't want the camera to get wet. So, I sprinkled, I should say, I sprinkled all over this garden, this bed that I'm watering right now, garden tone. And all I'm doing now is watering it in. So I want those nutrients to get down in there. It takes 3 months. It's a slow breakdown, you know. But this has kelp in it. It has bone meal. You know, it has phosphorus in here. It has everything that this is going to need for right now. Now, I will, after I get this in good, maybe in another week, I'll add some not more nitrogen because, you know, these vegetables that I grow anyway, in the fall, they require a lot of nitrogen. I think you experience the same. They're leafy vegetables. Leafy vegetables require a lot of nitrogen. Okay? All right. So I'm going to add fish emulsion in here. And I do have some frozen fish parts in the freezer. I have them in there. I'm not going to put it in this end right now. I can put it in here. But when I plant more leafy vegetables and stuff down in the further end of this garden, down the back end, I'm putting this down the front end. I will add fresh fish particles down there. And I'll cover it with lime. I don't want to do it here because, for one thing, I don't have fence around this area right here. And I don't want the predators to get in here. I don't want my 4-leg gardeners in here. I still have 2 remaining on this earth, praise the Lord. And they're good helpers. But they smell that fish emulsion. They smell the bone meal right in here. Now, they don't tend to mess with it when I have the garden tone because I guess it's covered up with other stuff. I don't know. But I'm just today adding garden tone. And so I did that already. You know, a lot been growing in this bed area here, a lot. a lot, and nutrients have been pulled out, like it was supposed to be. So I just added Garden Tone. Like I said, it has all the nutrients that this bed's going to need. Okay? I'm saturating this soil so that my transplants and my seeds, okay? I have seeds I'm going to drop direct in here too. So I'm going to add in here today kohlrabi, collard greens. I'm going to add kale. I'm going to add mustard seeds because they don't have mustard transplants. Today they didn't anyway at Primex. And it's okay. Like I said, they introduced their fall vegetables, the transplants about 3 weeks ago, and I just wasn't ready for that yet. Number one, I didn't have a place to put it, but also I can start mine out from seeds, which I did. I showed you that. And I'm really watering this thing heavy, okay? I'm really watering this in heavy. So all I'm simply going to do when I finish watering this all down in here is I'm going to add my transplant. Honestly, I'm only going to show you me dig a hole, put them in, fill the hole all around and secure the plant. I'm only going to show you that 2 times. But what you're going to know how to do is that for everything. Now, the most important thing is the spacing. If you don't have a lot of space, which I don't, and some people have smaller space than I do, you can space them like 3 inches, 4 inches apart. If you got a lot of space, use it to the best of your ability. You got a little bit of space, use it to the best of your ability. But should it stop you from growing anything? No, we should not. I really saturate this in. I'm coming back and forth. So I'm really making sure that this water gets deep in here. So if you're not a subscriber, let me just take care of some business here. I don't know why you're not. Push that subscribe button, please. Come on now. It doesn't take any muscle. It really doesn't. Just hit the subscribe button. Okay? I'm unable to grow this channel without you. And I love making friends, new friends, and keeping old friends. So I do want to see you. If you are a subscriber, share the channel. Share the channel with your friends, family, church members, groups, co-workers, neighbors, current friends, old friends. Everybody can learn something. I watch other people's content. I enjoy watching and supporting them. Okay? I enjoy supporting people with positive content. I don't mean no offense to nobody. All right? I love learning because you're never too old to stop learning, right? So, I think I got that really, really, really wet down there. Okay? Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me something. Tell me what you're going to be growing for this fall. And fall is here. Believe it or not. We haven't had the official fall day, but we're seeing 71, 69. We're seeing temperature 75. This entire week and through next week, we're going to be seeing, according to my report I'm seeing on my phone and in the news, we're going to be seeing 71s and 72s and 75 for a while. It's okay. It's back to school time. It's supposed to feel like this, you know? Kids going to school with their brand new shoes on. I hope and pray to God everyone has a pair. If you don't, go to school with what you got. Because what's most important is that you pay attention and absorb all that you can. Be like a sponge. Be like a sponge. Suck it all in. Okay? Suck it all in. Get all you can get. So leave a comment down below, please. Tell me what you're growing in your area. I'm growing bok choy, but I'm going to place bok choy, like I said, in my planter. Bok choy and pak choy grows very, very quickly. That's like 30 days, something like that. You're going to be eating. I got kohlrabi. I think they're little miniature cabbages is what I call them. We like them a lot. You know, big family or small family. Throw some kohlrabi. I'm going to eventually have turnip greens in here. Now they had turnip the bulbs. I wasn't interested in that. I'm interested in turnip greens. So I will today though. I'm going to plant kohlrabi, collard greens, kale, pak choy, and cauliflower and broccoli. Now I will plant more of all these same ones I'm putting in today, because this calls succession planting. I have peppers right here. I hope you can see me down here. I have peppers in here, and they're just beginning to flower. It's a habanero. Something to get on me. So I'm going to leave this here. It's okay. I don't know that I'll actually get all the way down here to plant anything, but whether I do or not, I'm watering down here. And then I have a section right here. So I'm going to stop this watering a few minutes. I'm going to show you, and see, you can place your nutrients directly in the hole that you're planting in. I don't do that so much, okay, unless I'm just plugging in, squeezing in someplace, and I've already added all the nutrients. But I place all the nutrients all over the entire bed, because this way it doesn't restrict me as to where I'm going to place anything, because I've already placed my nutrients into the soil. So I'm feeding the soil. I feed the entire bed. You don't have to, okay? This is what I do. And you just do what works for you. That's all. That's all you do. So I'm coming back the other way now. I'm going back the other way so that I can turn this water off. We got kind of spoiled to a lot of rain and didn't have to water so much. We used God's water and the water that was in our rain barrel. So this is pretty saturated now. I'm going to make it really easy for my plants to feel welcome. Okay? And that's how dry it was. Yard pickup day is on Thursdays. I don't know how many more weeks it's going to be. Maybe we got 2 more weeks. I don't know. But I've already pulled what I wanted to pull from here. And then some things went in my compost bag. And I have to go down the back, the rear part of the garden, the rear section, and pull some dead end plants that from the cucumbers and the squash and the string beans. So that's enough of this watering for right now. Okay? And turn this off. Okay. Tallu's still with me down there. So, I'm going to go get my tools. I don't have them. So I'm only going to show you be planting, putting the transplants in for a couple of plants. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them, you know? So what I'm doing right now is going to tool so I can get started. It's a really beautiful day. Before I finish today, I know I'm going to onion seeds, turnip tops, just turnip greens, and more collard green seeds and kale seeds and mustard seeds and tatsoi. To tell you, I'm going to be dropping seeds. Oh, I'm going to be dropping seeds. And couldn't be a more perfect day to drop seeds than today. You know? Couldn't be a more perfect day. It's a little air blowing, the wind. It's not bad or anything like that. Leaves are falling. And Kimberly said, whoa, you see those leaves falling? It's a cage. I said, I do. So in fact, Mother Nature, she knows what time it is. Okay? She knows what time it is. It's fall gardening time. Yeah, it's going to move some things. Make it easier for myself. So let me let you see from right here. I think, let's see. I think you can see me. Let's see. You put it right here. Can you see? Well, that makes you look at the tub. I don't want you to look at the tub. So I better put you back where you were. Emily is not going to like this movie too much. So I think what I'll do, so you can see me well, is I'll start in here, in this section right here. See my little hoops right here? This is how I keep things separated. But I also use it to put a cover over my garden if I feel like I need to. I'm not going to do that today. So here are the tools that I'm using today, just so you can see. Okay. Oh, and here's the other one. This is metal. This is plastic. And this is metal. Yeah, and I have my gloves because I just wet this up. I'm not trying to put my hands in that. I don't think. I need to go get me a seat. Cause I really honestly don't know how long my knees are going to allow me to stand. So let me get my bench chair. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it. So, this is not going to be all I'm going to be planting. I'm going to be planting a lot. And what I love about what I'm putting in, what I love about what I'm planting is we can eat collard greens and kale and turnip greens and mustard greens all winter. And they love that. They like cold. Okay? They like cold. We'll be able to eat. We'll have our greens. We sure will. And you still might find some remnants of what you grew in before. You can either fold them back in. Let's just look at this. Ooh, look at that root. I'm just pulling it out. So, stone in there. So I'm just going to show you. I'm just mixing in what I just finished adding in. And I'm just breaking the soil clumps up. Okay. So you get a nice music song going on, music that you like, or just leave it quiet, you know. Or you can turn on Mama J's Country Gardening and you can listen to some of my content while you garden for you and your family. Yeah. So like I said, um, these vegetables that I'm planting, well, actually the leafy ones, collard greens, turnip greens, excuse me, um, kale, they're cut and eat. So when it's time to harvest, you harvest from the bottom up. It's cut from the bottom of the leaves up from the main stem. And then you allow, don't cut the top, but you allow more to grow, you know? Just stirring this up a little bit. I have a tiller, and I used it already last week to till this when I emptied everything out. All I'm doing now is just mixing in the nutrients I just did, and then making sure that my soil is wet enough to accept what I'm going to bring in. Sometimes transplants can get shocked. They can be a little slow to grow until they see where they are. And they get shocked when they go in. Oh, look at that. I don't want that in there. Okay. This is the area that I'm going to be using right here. You see it's partial sun, not any heavy sun. This area is between two houses, our house and our next door neighbors. So it should be fine. It really should be fine. You're still getting a lot of warm nights. But they'll be okay. You gotta work it while you can. For the next week and a half, according to the weather prediction, we're gonna have 70 degrees. 71, 72, 73, a couple of 75s. I'm okay with that. My fall vegetables. I gotta get them in before ground just gets too hard to work. I got a couple months for that. My first frost date is supposed to be in mid-October. And I believe it's going to be late October, early November. But who am I? Who am I? We've had it be that we've had warm until even Thanksgiving. And that, is November. Okay. So now, this is when I'm going to show you. I'm going to make a hole. And I think what I'll put in this area here, I think I'll put my leafy vegetables in here. I think I'll put I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put the leafy vegetables in here, but like collards, okay, like collards. I think I'll put broccoli and cauliflower down that way. Okay, I think I'll put them down that way, and I'm gonna put collards and kale and mustard down here, up this way. This is the front. of our yard. I should say front of my garden. And that's going towards the rear. And there's the biggest sun in the rear. I'll leave that down there. Okay? All right, here we go. Go get my transplants. Now I'm also going to drop seeds in here because I do have some seeds, lots of seeds. I got seeds for more than what I have out here as transplants. Let's see what you are. I'm going to put bok choy in there. What are you? That's lettuce. I want to put that in there. There you go. All right. What are you? Okay, good start. College. And see, that brings, we love college a lot here, and I wonder if I bought 2 trays of college. I got Swiss chard. That was the other thing I couldn't. Kale. Here's kale. All right. No, I don't have Swiss chard. I don't. Uh-oh, the kids is going to come. My dog and ready to come run down here. I hope she doesn't. And you may knock my camera in the floor. Don't you come running down here. Okay. So this is kale right here. And this is college right here. And they're looking kind of flimsy, aren't they? Not the kale so much. But the college, it's okay. They'll be all right. They get some nutrients in them, though. Get it right. It's a Georgia college. And I gotta tell you, this southern girl right here, don't come down here because I got this camera right here. Hello? Just bark from over there. She getting ready to get busy. So you just push up from the bottom. Just finger up under here. So you loosen them. Like that. And she's still gonna try to get by here. And they're ready to come out too. Don't you mess with my camera now. You want to get rid of kids of that, okay? And take this out. All right. There. See that? They're ready to go in. So I just always like put them down where I think I may plant them. Another one. Collards love cold. They like chill, they like cold, they like the wind to be blowing through their leaves. I got wind. See, this dog is walking past me again. Okay. So, how deep do you put it, Mama J? I'm going to dig a hole that's going to take me to the same level as this soil, okay? As the seed starting mix or whatever they use for here. I'm going to take it to right here, okay? Now, if you happen to take it to there, it's all right if you took it to there. I just prefer to take it to where it's at and then let it go from there, at least for these, for everything I have here. I have some kohlrabi over there, and they're pretty tall. The leaves are like this tall. The stems about this tall, because they should have been in. I may very well take them down about this much from the top, from the top of the soil. I can see the roots up coming up from the top of it too. But anyway, for these collards and my other leafy greens, I'm just going to take it to this level right here, right there, and that's where the hole's going to be. So, I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to put one here. Hope you can see that. I'm going to put one here. Okay. I'm going to plant them. I'm going to plant them about, I'm giving 6 inches apart. They're going to go big and they're going to spread wide, you know. But I want them, I'm going to put them like this. I'm putting them 6 inches apart between them, 6 inches between rows, 6 inches between columns. Okay? So, I'm just going to dig a couple holes and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to use this metal one. So, the soil is pretty moist. And there's some discolored 2 leaves down at the bottom. I'm just going to take those off. I don't want them right there. So, put it in and push it down. Okay. Make sure it's solid until stems are in. Hope you can see that. Okay. I'm going to do it again. Right below it. 6 inches. It's right back here. Any yellowing and took off. Now I'm going to press them down very gently. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you what this bed is all about. Slugs like this bed. They like this bed. Slugs and snails like being in here. Now you can use whatever you want to use, you know. I don't have the copper or anything like that. I just buy Sluggo. Now, I have maybe a little bit in there now, but I'll get some. And I sprinkle it all around and get on about the business. All right, so I just did 2, and I'll do 2 more. Sometimes I might making it like 2, 2, and then 1 in the center, like that. But I think what I'm gonna do in the center is I'm gonna drop seeds in there. So now I'm gonna put this one here. Dug the hole and put it in. Be careful with your back. Be 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 cautious to just make sure you stand up every now and again. Okay. Gardening is good exercise. It's therapeutic. Oh my God. It's very healthy. All right, so that's in. Let me show you one more right here. And then I'll take the time to put in the rest without holding you up. Okay, so there it is. Now you can spread the bottom to loosen the roots up if you want to. I do. I just didn't just now. Like what I'm saying is loosen this up. It can be kind of tight. Just lightly. Okay? Now look at this one want to be all lopsided. Gotta fix it. Because I don't want it laying in the soil. It needs to be stronger than that. Okay, there it is. Whew. That wasn't too hard. All right. Looks like I just stood out here and did 6 collards, which is the whole 6-pack. This is only $4.99. $4.99 for 6. Not bad. Okay, that's their regular price. All right, loosening it up a little bit. And I'm gonna put it in. I see some worms down there. Hello, Miss Worm. Or Mr. Worm. Okay. I said I wasn't going to stick my hands in here, and my hands is all down in there. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to label that. Let's see where I want to. I guess I'll put it right here. I'm going to put the label right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to add more colors in here. This can be all colors section right here. You know, I don't have any more colors to put in there that are transplanted this time. But I got seeds. And I can drop seeds all over here. I can drop seeds down in here. Or I can put kale right there. You know, I can do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add kale in here. Got 6. And I'll put them in here. And I can put seeds down here in this front. Collard seeds. And I can put kale seeds. How about you can do whatever you want to do when it's your garden? Why don't you think about that? Okay? So I'm going to keep this going on. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, because I'm going to be out here playing in the dirt. This is not dirt. I'm playing in the soil, excuse me. In the soil. Okay? This is soil. All right? You see those great big pieces? Take them out. You don't want to interrupt the growth of your food. But then some of these sticks can be used to hold up my plant. Just dropped my phone. All right. God bless you. Grow something. How about if you're growing something, don't stop growing? Because you got to eat in the fall and the winter too. And collards and kale and turnips and something on me. Yeah, we'll feed you in the fall and the winter. But you're going to eat. These are cut and eat. All right? I'm going to put some cabbage out here when I get it. And I'm going to put some, my kohlrabi is going in here today. Okay? It's going in here. I think I'll put kohlrabi right here. And just whatever you do, grow something. I don't want to keep rambling. But kale, collards, now what all I got now again? Anyway, you know. Turnips, greens. You can grow turnips if you want to. I'm not interested in turnips. I will grow some rutabagas though. I love rutabagas. I love rutabagas. Some people are growing Brussels sprouts. I can go to the market and buy Brussels sprouts because we don't eat a lot of that. It's not amongst all of our favorites, but we do cook Brussels sprouts. And when I do, I cook Brussels sprouts and something else because 2 out of the 4 of us eat Brussels sprouts and the other 2 don't. So, anyway, just take care of your family. I know I'm going to. And share this channel, but also share your harvest. God blesses you and smiles upon you for that. All right?